Less than a month ago, our country, and more specifically the 23rd Wing, was first introduced to what is now really a crucible moment that forced us to reorient the way we think about everything. The one thing we know about times of adversity is there's always displays of great strength. And what I've seen, that great strength lies in the men and women of the 75th Fighter Squadron, our total force partners in the 76th, the 23rd OSS, and our unstoppable AMXS. What we've done is developed some risk-balanced operations standards that change the way we operate. Everything from how the 1 Charlies and op supervisors launch sorties, to how pilots and maintainers interact, to who cleans the shared workstations at the end of each shift. So the goal is clear. It's to maintain a healthy airman, healthy families, and healthy community, while also preserving our combat power. So what we've done is follow the CDC's guidance for physical distancing, personal hygiene, and then staying at home when you don't feel well. We've also broken the squadron up into 2 equal teams. In the unfortunate case, the virus does hit one of the teams. The other team is poised to stand up and continue maintaining the level of readiness that we require.
We all have to give combat capability to the downrange commanders, right? If you shut off the flying mission right now, then you degrade that mission day by day by day. It's not like riding a bike sometimes where you can just pick it up and the next day you're just as good as you were yesterday. Pilots need to fly often and be ready for every situation that's out there. So as Colonel Joka, as the fighter squadron commander, and as the rescue squadron commanders want to ramp up flying operations again to meet those combat objectives that they want to set up for, then our folks have to work. And one of the unique things about the OSS is it doesn't matter if you're flying 1 airplane or 30 airplanes off the airfield. My folks are working to support that, and the numbers really don't shift that much. So our balancing of the risk out here in the OSS is not as much how many people do I have working or how do I split up their shifts, but it's really what are they doing internally in those facilities to keep themselves safe. My tower folks and my RAPCON, or my radar approach control members, are really the most critical in this phase, because if these facilities go down from sickness, airplanes don't fly. Internal to their facility, they work the same number of shifts as they used to, because like I said, that doesn't change based on number of airplanes. But inside, they're working little things like cleaning their headsets at a different pace than they used to, making sure they don't share any of those communication equipment. So I have a room that we call the IFR room. That's where the controllers sit and they look at a scope. That's how they're controlling the airplanes. Not just that takeoff out of Moody, but they control 12 satellite airports here. At the same time, they're helping Jacksonville Center control commercial airliners that are over this area too. They all sit within inches of each other in that room based on how the scopes are set up. You can't just pick up a scope and move it. It's all a big wall of equipment. So internally, their new standard operating procedures are minimizing really the number of people in that room, first of all, which is hard to do because you need a minimum in there, and then making sure that they don't interact with each other physically. So that's a unique challenge, and some of those rules we're breaking, plain and simple, because I have to keep the flying mission going, but we're being as strict as possible as we do that.
Everything that the pilots and crew chief has ever known of how we operate has changed. From the handshake at the beginning of the sortie, to strapping in, to the way we review forms, to how we disinfect the aircraft at the end of each mission. We've done these things in a way to maintain our ops, continue flying, continue training, while also staying safe.